city of Chicago, Illinois.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 1918.
Now Blue trying the right side. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
From the 46, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. Check. 18, hop, 70, hop, ready.
Back to throw. Garcia. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Garcia.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 go.
Back to throw. Garcia. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fields. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Get up.
On third down, they run with Blue. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Garcia. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Okay, ready? Hey. 70 lying.
Blue will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They're on 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Byron Young.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Williams. Pass caught by Burden. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Cowboys 32-yard line.
To the air, Williams. That's complete. Roma. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. 15 yards there for number 15. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Saunders. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Garcia. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Williams. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Operating from the gun, Garcia. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, it's Saunders. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. From the gun, here's Williams. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Now the ball comes loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Saunders And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Saunders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got it. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm not going to date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. The slot man in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the 6.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Dragon 60.
A final shot before break. Garcia. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw, it's Williams. Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Dunze, 76 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Ready?
They start the drive with a give to Blue. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
32-yard line.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Off play action. Garcia. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. Just putting that downfield as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a
12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ready, set up.
2nd and 3. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, set up.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Saunders. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Punch, flyers, punch.
Operating from the gun, Williams. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Inside the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Dallas.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big up.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 61 yards. And the Bears have got it on cruise control. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Here we go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
it is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strengths.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cowboys 24.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, he's had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
60 by 6. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Fields. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Let's go now.
They go with blue between the tackles. They'll get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Operating from the gun, Garcia. Able to hit his target well. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
14. First down, Dallas.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fields. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, this has been a concert. You would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one, but they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Okay,
so the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Up the middle they go. Saunders. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On 3rd down, it's Saunders. Sheds off the tackle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fans usually love to